I am back with another kit conspiracy using the Simple Stories Good Day Sunshine kit. We are also going to be inspired by this layout by B. Valent, I think is how you say it. And so we're going to try to recreate this layout. I have picked out several scraps, including some of these sticker sheets that I have. One is quite used, the other one is almost brand new, and then I have this alpha sheet right here that I'm slowly but surely working my way down to. I have a couple weather photos, a cut file from my shop that says bad weather makes for good photography. I do love taking photos of the weather here, and so does my husband. I also have some cloud acrylic pieces that are also located in my Etsy shop. Now, these particular pieces are shiny on one side and dull on the other. And the shiny side, you have to peel off the backing in order to see it. And what's really cool is there's actually holes or dots that go all the way through. So when you put it on your page, you get those colors of dots instead of just see-through dots. It's actually kind of cool. It kind of makes it match whatever page you're going to use. Now, I did pick out this kind of vintagey cloud photo or paper because I think that it goes really, really well with my layout. Now, really super simple. I took my wood grain piece and put it straight in the middle. Then I went and cut my polka dot piece by Close to My Heart Seaside Collection in half. Now I'm going to take my amazing watercolors by Altenew that are the metallic watercolors, and I'm just going to color in my cut file. First thing I'm going to do is take the yellowy gold and make it into or color the words of this. Then I'm going to take the lighter gold and color in the stars. Actually, no, I lied. I'm going to take the iridescent and color in the clouds. This one goes by really fast because I couldn't even tell if I was painting or not, so I just left it. Then I'm going to take the lighter yellow and color in the stars. And the reason is because I actually have enamel stars that look just like that color, and so I'm going to bring those in a little bit later too. I also color in a portion of the camera. However, I didn't like how light it was, so I'm going to go ahead and bring in the next darkest. Then I'm going to take my favorite journal pen, which used to be by Close to My Heart, but they don't sell it anymore, but it is by Lepen, L-E-P-E-N. I'm not sure if they keep selling this or not. I know Close to My Heart does not, but I do know, or it might be out there somewhere. I'm just not sure. But I'm going to go ahead and outline my entire camera just for a whimsically feel of the cut file. Now, I went off camera and peeled back all of the backings. Now, I do have to tell you guys that my clouds are misfit clouds because I placed them a little bit too close to each other. So in certain spots, there's little groovy cutouts, which actually is kind of cool because now I am able to put my clouds so close together that they look like they're one acrylic piece. However, that is not the intention of the clouds, and so that is why I call them misfits, because they are slightly askew in certain spots, and if you don't put the clouds next to each other, they do kind of sort of look awkward having those loopies inside them. All right, so I went off camera and distressed all of my edges like I do because this is kind of a distressed feel to it. Then I also used both cloud stickers, border stickers, from my sticker sheet, so that way I could feel the gap in between the two layout strips. I also decided that I was going to have my title, which is this huge cut file, go all the way across the photo strips. I mean, it just made sense to me. And then I'm just going to have it go in and out of the photos. Now, here's where I struggle is because I distressed the edges and kind of went a little bit too deep on some spots, I felt like my photo was floating on top of it, and I didn't want to smush them down by just gluing it directly to the page. So I went ahead and I popped everything up. Once I figured out where I was going to have my photos go and my title going straight across as well, I went ahead and decided that that's where I could put all of my pop dots too. So this did take a little bit of time, and then where I needed to glue my cut file to my photos is kind of like here, there, and everywhere as well. So it's just a figuring out type of deal, and I decided to leave this all in so that way you guys could see my process, I guess. Was there a better way? Probably. But sometimes it's the hardest way possible is the way that I find it to happen. I put a couple foam dots where I didn't need to, so I just went ahead and took them off and put them on the back of my photo. I did outline my photos in just plain copy paper. I did not bother going and getting any cardstock for my photos. I just used some copy paper that I had on my desk because I'm lazy. Yes. So these are pictures of the exact same day. Actually, they are only a few minutes apart. 1 minute it's just super cloudy and super foggy, I should say. And then the next minute we've got hail on the ground. That is our typical weather during during October and November, to be honest. I really like it, and I'm not really sure if it's the valley or if it's the lake that we live next to, but we definitely get a ton of fog, and I love how it engulfs us, but then we drive over a hill that literally is not even 10 steps to the left of our house. We drive over that hill, and it's clear skies. It is just the neatest thing. And then driving home from someplace and coming down into that hill. And it's a hill, you guys. It's probably not even a 2% incline or decline. But it's like driving into a different world from where we live. It is so cool, you guys. If you get a chance to come visit me, I would love it because I would love to share the area that I live into. It's magical in its own way, in a deserty feeling kind of way. But this type of weather I absolutely love because it makes me feel like I'm engulfed in my own little world. Sometimes driving to work every morning was not pleasant because I drive out of my magical little world to find out that, it's not so magical. But yeah. All right. So the first thing that I'm going to do, because most of the embellishments create a horizontal line, or no, that's vertical. Sorry, get my directions correct. A vertical line over on the left. So I'm using my photo as well as the large camera within my title piece to help with that vertical line because I didn't have a whole lot of embellishments that I wanted to throw on this page. I just knew that I wanted to use all the elements that had to do with clouds. So 2 of those elements had really cool little balloon shapes kind of floating up on them. And I thought, oh, that'd be cool. Plus I have 2 of them. So I'm actually able to bring in a little bit of that red. And of course, I didn't know where I was going to put any of this stuff. So when I lay them down next to the acrylic and I glued the acrylic straight down, I definitely had to use my X-Acto knife to work its way around instead of just bending the sticker and leaving it that way. And then, of course, some of them I wanted to leave that way, like this dream piece right here. I'm going to go ahead and put up close and personal to the acrylic piece and then bend it to where it's sticking up. But I ripped it to give it that I just was ripped look. Yeah. So then I pulled out a few of my enamel stars that are left over from a paper pumpkin kit because of the paint that I used on the stars of the cut file, and it just reminded me of these stars. So I went ahead and I threw those in there to fill in some gaps. I also used 2 wooden arrows, again, just to have 3 different wood pieces on my layout, the paper and then the 2 stickers. And then to fill in the gaps even more, I brought in what was left of my Altenew Gold, and just kind of splattered it. I had a little issue trying to get it to splatter because it is hugely empty, so I helped it along. I don't like doing this because it seems like when I do, I get that ring of wateriness, which I don't know what it is. So down below, you can definitely see the ring start to form when I show you guys the close-ups. But yeah, this is it. I absolutely love how it turned out. I love, all the blues and the dark wood grains. The black clouds are just awesome. I don't know, you guys. I really like how it turned out. Even though it might not be anybody else's favorite, it's still mine. And I just like how the title goes horizontal along with the stripes too. kind of helps it out a little bit. Plus, I could take a a one photo inspiration and turn it into a 2 by including the photo into the embellishment cluster. So anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. Be sure to check out Janet's channel so you guys can take a look and see how she put this sketch to use. Or it's not a sketch, you guys. I apologize. It is a layout. And it is our inspiration piece. So check out Janet's channel to see how she uses this layout for inspiration. Her link is down below in my description box. And yeah, I'll check y'all later.